Okay, so we got a update, 24-hour update on set number 2. First thing is the sticker came off. That's the first update. Huh. Brand new tire. I mean, is the sticker, ain't that worth something? I mean, on a tire it'd be worth some kind of bite, right? Tenths? Horsepower? How does it work on a tire? I know when you slap it on the side of your car, it's worth horsepower. What is it worth on a tire? Speed? I don't know. Tell me down below. But, on to what the update is about. After 24 hours of in the roller, let's see. This is the left rear. And surprisingly, it's still the same. It's softer than what I would want it to be. I mean, it's in the 50s, like 50, like almost in the 40s. That's the left rear. These tires, I don't know. It's crazy that they come this soft, and this is softer than what I would run a Maxxis on most of the tracks around here. On good condition track, no, it's not wet, it's not been raining and all of that. But the right side is kind of crazy, is that they kind of got harder. I was worried about it last night when in a 12-hour update, when I thought, well, it was the temperature. Well, the trailer's not as hot as it was yesterday when I put them on the rim and put them in the roller, but it's obviously hotter than it was last night when I came home inside the trailer. But they're consistently punching around 55, which doesn't make sense. Yeah, so consistently around 53 to 55, and the left rear is soft around 50, almost into the 40s consistently. It's crazy. I mean, is it because I haven't done a heat cycle, like raced them? Do they need a huge heat cycle? Should I do a heat cycle through the hot box and see if that does anything? But considering the other set, brand new set, here's set 1. Let's see what it does. Set 1 left rear is, with the inside prep that I put in it compared to the set 2, is the same. It's around, in the high 40s, low 50s. What am I going to do with these tires? I mean, that's kind of crazy. Like, it's almost to the point I won't be able to run them on a stock class. It's not what I want. So, do you not prep them at all? You just show up the track, start throwing some bite at them, and hopefully they react that way. Because it's getting to the point that they're just going to be too soft if I keep treating them the way I'm treating them. So we'll have to really, I think when set 3, when they just go on the rim, and all I'm going to do is sand them and try to add bite, my normal prep I would do through the week for a set of Maxxis, do it on these Cobras. It's kind of crazy. Might not be able to run these. How do you defeat that at the track? More tire pressure? extremely loads of bite and hope they don't get softer. That's the things that I need to learn. I need to ask. But what I got to do now, though, and this is, you know, an update on set 2 and then set 3 or set 1. Let me get them up here. Set 1. So here's set 1. It's a full set. I've even got the left front, which will be ran for all the sets when I do run them. Or I'll throw a Maxxis on there. Left front, from what I'm being told, does less work than any tire on a go-kart. So, you know, that's why you see a lot of sets being sold as a three-legged set. You know, a 3-tire set, because you have to replace the left front less often. You know, not as much. So what I got to do now is size them. So here's the left front. Let's see what it is right now. With, it should have around 4 psi in it. It's got 4.2 psi, and we're going to measure it. Just take my word on it. I know you can't see. It's at 32 1/8. Within race limits if you wanted to race it, but I'm going to pull the air out of it and let it hopefully shrink. But that's only at 4.2 psi. So if it gets any bigger, we'll have problems. Yep, smell the prep. It's got prep in it. So I'm going to push all the sides in, put the valve stem back in, and let it set like that for a while. Now, I have gone through and squeezed all the air out of one, suck it down, and shoved it down in a cooler of ice water to cause them to shrink even more. That might have to happen to this one. But we know that at 4 psi it's already too big. Oh, wait a minute. No, it should be 32 1/2. I'm wrong. It's not big enough. Right? Am I confusing myself and you? It should be 34, 32, 33, yeah. 32 1/2. It's not big enough, so it needs more air. That's almost a 2-inch stagger I was trying to create. So how much air did I put in it? Let's see. 19 1/2. And what did that grow the tire to? $32 5/8. Right around 32 5/8. So I'm gonna put more in it. Tire gauge, tire gauge. So right now it has 26 pounds in it. Let's go to the right rear. 33, dead on the money. At what PSI? At 2.8. Woo, that's not going to work. If we're dead on the money at 2.8, the time, let's just say, we go up to, let's just say we go to 4. Let's see how much it grows at 4 PSI. Alright, I overshot it, so we'll say 5. 5. $33 1/8 from 2 to 5. So we're going to let the air out of this one. Push the sides in so it'll kind of shrink up on its own. I didn't push them in much. This one will probably have to get dunked in water, like I was talking about the other one. I wanted to get it down to 32, which was way too small. Alright, so let's step up to the right. Let's see how much is in this one. Keep losing my tire gauge. It's 6. Let's see what it is at 6. I need to really stop struggling so much to measure tires. At 6 PSI, this is a 34 1/4. Another one is too big. So, all these need to be shrunken. Well, except for the front. See, I'm struggling too much to measure tires. This was just. $34 1/4. It's not good. $34 1/4. They're consistent at 6 PSI. Yep. So let's drop this down and see how far it shrinks. Going to 5, from 6 to 5. From 6 to 5, it almost shrunk a quarter. It's almost 34. Like, get into the in-between marks. Let's see what the tape measure. So, my tape measure doesn't even go that high. We'll say 34. Closer to the 34 than it was anything else. So let's drop this one to 5. See what it does. Man, I was hoping it'd be easier than this because stretching a tire is easier than shrinking. Because all you gotta do is just fill it full of a lot of air and set it on the shelf and heat it, stretch it, heat it, stretch it. Shrinking it is. Same thing, 34. If I want to run 5 PSI every time I go to a track, it would work. On the rights. The left, crazy. So, I gotta let all the air out of these. Smell the prick. So, I've got to get ready for work. Laid on the couch with YouTubing or video or Facebooking and YouTubing. Kind of a little late. But I do see one thing I'm going to change is the wheel on this. I was reading that these like to pop off the rim when you don't use Van K's. These Flake Van K's more better than, what is it, Douglas wheels, which that's what that one is. So I'll end up switching that one out because it is a right side. I don't want it popping off on the track, but I'll deal with that later. But I've already got the video up to 17 minutes. Getting people to watch the first 5 minutes of my videos so far has been hard to do, which really I'm not, you know, that big on YouTube or even that big in general about people wanting to watch what I'm saying. But if there's people out there that are watching these, let me know below and give me a thumbs up. You know, this is probably the most information I've given so far about these tires. That's why the video is long. So, yeah. So, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll give you more updates on these tires as I work with them. But so far, with the first set that's come out, and trying to size them, is the rights are too big, which is normally not the case. The left front was way too small, and the left rear was too big. So I'm having to shrink these tires. So I'm gonna have to call in some favors and ask people on what will be the best way to do this without messing up the tire. So like, share, and subscribe, and follow me, and we'll see you in the next one later.